if you think about it, like your best customers ideally are the ones that close fastest. They really understand what you do. They pay the most money. They get to success quickest, right? And then they love what you do and come back and refer others, right? So can you find metrics for each of those things that can help be a proxy at least for who your best fit customers are? That's what we try to do, right? And so, for success, that's very different depending on what you're selling. By company, it varies. But what is that initial success metric? How do you know when someone has been successful with your product or with your service, right? You got to determine that and figure out how long it takes, and then have some sort of proxy measurement to be able to understand that, right? And so again, it's kind of some people talk about a North Star metric. It might be a North Star metric, but what's your measurement of success? How do you know when people are getting value, true value out of your product or your service? And I think that that's something to clarify early on, right? Because that's one of those key metrics in addition to, the deal size. A lot of times when we talk about best fit, customers, founders' brains automatically go to, well, this one, which is our biggest one, right? This is our biggest deal that we've closed. That's one of our best fit. And it might be, that is definitely part of the equation, is the size of deal, but also those other things. How quickly did it close? How quickly did they get to success? How satisfied were they? Did they come back and refer anyone else? Or, those are some other metrics that really help balance out just the size of deal.
I think what I love about this too is that it really helps you figure out also what channels you should be investing in with marketing first, because kind of going back to what you were saying earlier, maybe, okay, we were running paid ads, or we were trying these like random things that we didn't really know why we were investing in those channels. And doing this kind of exercise really shows you, and this is something that I do all the time, I just hadn't really like put words to it, but going in and seeing, which customers, how did they get to us, and which ones are closing the fastest, which ones are we retaining the longest, which ones are like having the most success from our product. And oftentimes you will find similarities in how they got to you. So it's just such a good way to like narrow down what channels you should even be starting with.